Today we look at the history of Squidward tentacles. We begin at the dawn of time, when the Squidasaurus Rex roamed the earth. This magnificent creature is most likely linked to Squidward by ancient evolutionary coincidence. I mean, just look at that nose and head shape. There is clearly a relation. Many generations and life forms later, we meet the first official ancestor of Squidward, Squog. Squog lived during the prehistoric era of Bikini Bottom, before modern language was developed. Squog's appearance is very similar to Squidward, except he has a 5 o'clock shadow, a unibrow, some black hairs on his head, and one tooth. Like Squidward, Squog doesn't get along too well with his neighbors.
Squog!
And now we move on to the next member of the Tentacles family. Squidly Tentacles.
Dost thou talketh to me?
Squidly hath lived in Bikini Bottomshire during the medieval era. He was the royal fool to King Krabs, but was later imprisoned.
Send these slanderers to the guillotine.
Squidly looks almost exactly like Squidward, except for his jester clothes. Squidly also plays the clarinet, or at least tries to, and is most likely the reason why Squidward is such an awful clarinet player.
If I never learn to play with ease, may mine own great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson be cursed tenfold.
Hopping on down the family tree, we arrive at the next member of the Tentacles family, HOPALONG Tentacles. HOPALONG lived during the 19th century, when Bikini Bottom was known as Deadeye Gulch. He worked as a server at the Krusty Cantina.
What can I get you, stranger?
Give me a shot of milk.
Milk?
2%.
Think you can handle it?
I drink this stuff every day.
HOPALONG is very alike to Squidward in appearance, but wears a vest as well as a brown shirt and a bolo tie. Oh, and how could we forget about that glorious handlebar mustache? Hoo-wee! Look at that thing. Like the rest of the Tentacles family, HOPALONG is, musically inclined. Fast forward to modern day, we get to the oldest living member of the Tentacles family, Grandma Tentacles. She has white hair and wears a long dark pink dress and light green slippers. Grandma shows up when she finds out Squidward stole her recipe for fricassee and is undercooking it, making everyone sick.
Grandma, someone's been cooking my recipe, and they're doing it raw.
Grandma marries an unknown Grandpa Tentacles, and voila, Squidward's dad, Jeffrey Tentacles.
Squidward's father never hugged him.
The elusive Mr. Tentacles is rarely seen, but is almost identical to his son, except for his glasses and red tie. They both wear matching polo shirts, like father, like son. How cute! Mr. Tentacles marries Mrs. Tentacles, Squidward's mom.
Hello?
Mrs. Tentacles closely resembles her son's appearance and lives in a very similar house, except for the curly hair. Mrs. Tentacles haunts Squidward's dreams for not keeping in touch.
Why haven't you called your mother?
And loves making him her cookies.
Let's go bake some cookies, boys.
Together, Mr. and Mrs. Tentacles have their one and only son because, as Mrs. Tentacles put it,
one of him was enough.
Squidward Tentacles. Squidward is a turquoise octopus, not a squid, that sports a brown shirt, droopy nose, and 6 tentacles. Squidward is a lover of the fine arts.
I have conquered all artistic media.
From mastering the clarinet to whatever this is. We're not done there. Squidward has a cousin named Squeeze. Squeeze only says one word.
Whatever.
He has bushy blonde hair, just like his cousin once had, wears a brown shirt like his cousin, and should pay closer attention to his skincare. Speaking of his nose points straight and not down, like the entire rest of the Tentacles family. I think we covered it all. Oh, are you serious? Okay, I'll let them know. Sorry, I spoke too soon. It turns out in a crazy turn of events that through adoption, Squidward has 2 brothers. And those brothers are SpongeBob and Patrick.
Brothers.
Okay, so now there you have it, folks. All known members of the Tentacles family.
Whatever.
Join us next time as we discover the interesting ancestry in yet another chapter of Nickelodeon's history on Nick Family Tree.
There will come a day when I will make something of my life, and I will never have to set foot in this grease trap again.
Yeah, we'll see you after your lunch break, Squidward.
Yar, love all things SpongeBob? Like and comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss a new video here on the SpongeBob Official YouTube Channel. Yar!